Stacy Clark was heartbroken when her fiancé dumped her just 6 months before their wedding. But rather than wallowing in self-pity, she decided to get revenge in the form of plastic surgery to the tune of $37,000. Was it money well spent? Have a look at her revenge body, and you can decide. Stacy Clark, a 33-year-old British photographer and a mother of 2, gained notoriety after admitting that she reportedly spent a whopping $37,000 to improve her looks after her boyfriend of 15 years dumped her just 6 months before the two were set to wed. The NY Post reported. Although Clark admitted that the decision to get surgery was an impulsive one, she has no regrets. According to the Wales-based photographer, she and her boyfriend had built a long-lasting relationship together that began when the pair was in their teens. "We met when we were 14, and then I had my son when I was 16, Clark recalled. "I had my second son then when I was 18, she continued. Over the years, Clark and her ex drifted apart, but they were still planning to marry, she said. So, with their wedding just months away, Clark was blindsided when her fiancé ended things. And the emotional toll it took on her was only made worse when she learned he had left her for another woman, according to The Sun. That's when Clark started looking for an emotional outlet. I just felt I needed to do something. I decided impulsively to have surgery, Clark admitted. That something that Clark decided to do included lip and eye lifts, a hair transplant, a boob job, a Brazilian butt lift, a facelift, liposuction, and vaginoplasty, which is a surgery that aims to tighten the vagina after it is loosened by childbirth, aging, or both. Explaining that she had never done anything out of her comfort zone, Clark said she had decided to use her newfound freedom to reinvent herself. Prior to the breakup, Clark said, I buried myself in my work and just focused on the children. But surgery allegedly opened new doors for her as she felt her self-esteem skyrocket after going under the knife. Having surgery has given me a lot of confidence, she raved. I was a completely different person with a different look, she said. Prior to her reinvention, Clark, known as @Staximarlov on Instagram, sported dreadlocks. She described her previous style as relaxed, comfortable, or very natural, but a 33-year-old post-surgery Clark described her new look as very glamorous. I feel sexier than I've ever been, Clark said of her new look, but she also acknowledged that it didn't fix everything. Although Clark exudes confidence in her new appearance, she admitted that she experiences heartache when asked to photograph the marriages of others. It was difficult that my relationship ended 6 months before my own wedding, she explained, adding, I did actually have to photograph a wedding at the same venue as my own. It was very hard. Stacy Clark's attitude and appearance aren't the only things that changed after she dropped $37,000 on her revenge body. Clark reportedly got a new job too, becoming an OnlyFans model, the Daily Star reported. According to the news outlet, Clark said she is enjoying the extra cash OnlyFans has provided, as she admitted it provides a very comfortable income. Nevertheless, Stacy Clark's beauty makeover came at a cost, as a reinvention like hers comes with its fair share of criticism. Although the negative feedback has since allegedly been deleted, online trolls purportedly left multiple disparaging and critical comments on the glam doll's photos, claiming that she was better looking before the procedures and that plastic surgery is a HET replacement for therapy. Clark asserted that she doesn't care what other people think, though, and even went so far as to encourage others to follow in her footsteps. If somebody was thinking about having surgery after going through a difficult time, I would definitely say go ahead with it, Clark advised. If somebody didn't like my body transformation, I would say do what you want. I don't judge people for bad decisions. Life is good. While Stacy Clark makes a good point, basically saying that those who don't like her decisions can just scroll on. We would be amiss if we didn't advise that such choices should be made, after careful consideration for multiple reasons, from financial to potential health concerns. Cosmetic procedures, especially surgical ones, may come with benefits, but they also carry potential dangers, including the risk of death. Both the pros and cons should be weighed carefully, and such a decision should not be made on a whim after suffering a heartbreak. We are glad all is well for Stacey Clark, but that's not always the case when a woman hastily decides to go under the knife. Binding bonds through beautiful tales. Thank you for watching.